Hello, everybody. Hello, Maree. Thank you for being here. Maree, how are you? I can tell you're in a different place.
I am. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. I'm really blessed. I'm getting to look after my beautiful friend's twins. They're 8 years of age, and so I get to actually play. So we've been playing we've been doing Uno, all the fun stuff you do. And yeah, but I'm in their home because I've actually stayed overnight to look after them. So it's been wonderful. So I'll be home next week, obviously. So yeah, so this is my new
Okay.
background.
Very good. And did you bring Jesse with you or is
Oh
he home?
gosh, yes, he was yelling at me. Take me with you. So of course,
Hey,
Jesse's here.
Jesse.
He loves his little trips out, his little adventures.
That's awesome. I am so
Yeah,
happy to see that he's there.
he's here. Oh yeah, he'd be
That's
yelling at me if I didn't put him in the car.
that's wonderful. That's awesome. Did you bring anything else with you?
Um, just my cards. That's always important, and that's all I need in life. When I'm doing these shows, that's all I need in life. Toothbrush, all the essentials.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
Wonderful. So there is a lot of activity going on. I was trying to, pay attention as much as I could to what is happening in the world. But I would like to take a reading on the current state of the energy because I'm feeling a little off. I
yeah,
am not in the best of moods. So I wanted to see if there is some type of energy being sent out for us for are we feeling the collective or are we being sent something?
yeah. I'm gonna actually tune into Jasper for this to start with, and then I can do some cards to clarify. So, and it was just coming to me then as well. Just remember, we're coming up to the Lion's Gate now. This is one of the most powerful energy. It's like bringing through energy that we have through the year, and it started on the 3rd, and it goes right through to the 12th. So we're sort of smack bang, really, in the middle of it, and on the 8th is when it's open the most. This gateway, this Lion's Gate is open the most. So don't be surprised if things do start to get a little bit like shaky, or if you're feeling a little bit weird. Like yesterday, I was feeling really flat as well. I went, here I am doing all these amazing fun things, and what's going on? And so I ran some energy on myself last night. I just let myself feel it. I ran some energy on myself, and I actually called in Archangel Michael, and that's what helped me to shift it. So guys, if you're feeling a bit weird, a little bit not like yourself, it's okay. So I'm going to ask Jazzy to just show me on an energetic level what's going on. So, oh yeah, straight away, he's showing me through the great central sun. Okay, so beyond our sun into the great central sun. And then he showed me the clouds opening up and this light just pouring onto the earth. So we're getting this massive upgrade. And whatever it takes for us to be able to release old patterning, it's like when you buy new clothes, you can't put them in your cupboard until you chuck out some old stuff to fit them in, right? So that's what we're going through. I'm getting goosebumps. That's what he's showing me. And it's just pouring over the earth. It's massive. It's just golden. And now he's showing me it's running through all the grid lines. So if this frequency is running through all of our etheric grid lines that we're connected to, it's going to be running through us as well. So don't be surprised if you have these releases, okay? So don't stop it. Just let yourself, whatever it is you want to do, whether you want to cry, whether you want to go and smash your pillow, whether you want to go for a big walk and just release and breathe. And he's going, yeah. And he's going, and you may feel a lot of tingling on the top of your head in your crown chakra. You may feel like we were talking about the other day, that solar plexus area, feeling really squashed or pushed or
Yes.
anxious.
Yes.
And you may even feel some physical pain around your heart at the back or the front, and you might feel that you get palpitations. And this can all be a sign of releasing, okay, from your energetic field, from your light body, so that this beautiful energy can come through. So we're getting smashed, guys. That's what Jazzy was showing me. It's been focused and then it's coming out and through. So that's what's going on energetically.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
okay, I
can.
just wanted to make sure it wasn't the bad guys doing something.
No, it's not. No, I don't feel
Okay.
that. I'll check. I can check with the cards if you like. Let's just have a little look into the cards and just see what they can sort of add for us. So yeah, right. Okay, beautiful. So we've got our gorgeous Nine of Wands. We've all been going through this. We are tired. You know, we're battle weary, man. We've been doing this as a soul for a really long time. But now what's going to happen is we're going to be able to look through to the future. And it's really interesting because this is actually letting the past go, exactly what I was just talking about, just knowing that we're looked after, we're protected. And so just start just saying, this is how I choose to feel. I love feeling like, stable and balanced and and there's going to be moments again where we get that you have to make decisions and you feel like you're blindfolded. You don't feel like you know which way to go. But just keep remembering this, holding that space. And I'm just going to pull one more that comes through. So yeah, I think this is really important because it's really affecting a lot of people. So yeah, there it is, there, the High Priestess. So this is our beautiful balance card, but it's also mystery. It's the feminine aspect of us. So just be vulnerable. If you're feeling it, just be vulnerable. It takes more courage to be vulnerable than it does to often, I'm fine, situation. So be
Yes.
vulnerable and just open your heart. So they're the cards that came up with that. So it's sort of really saying what Jazzy was
Okay.
showing me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Lady Hawk, this is exactly what at least is happening with me, right? It turns out to be old things that I haven't dealt with or let go and feeling through them again and really trying to release. And that's a lot of what I think is part for me, right? Um, I feel the same. I
Yeah.
feel that that's exactly what's happening with me as well.
Yeah. And Lady Hook, I think you're spot on. And sometimes it's like we don't have to go back through the whole thing. We do have to feel the emotion.
Yeah.
But what I find really helps me is to feel it and just to let it go through my whole body, because sometimes we stop it somewhere.
Yeah.
So just let
We
that
tense
emotion,
up.
flow through you, and then just have gratitude for the situation. Go, thank you. You helped me expand. It was really uncomfortable, but I'm going to acknowledge that aspect of me, and I'm just going to thank it and let it go. So that's a really beautiful way you've put that, Lady Hawk.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So we just want to make sure we take care of us and our soul family that watch us, and I'm here to make sure that I help them heal, of course, as I heal myself too. So we're all healing together, and that's just a beautiful journey. So thank you everybody for being here and being part of this amazing journey that we're all taking together. It's
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing your energy and um, just for being here.
Yeah, definitely. So,
All right. So, are we ready for some 3D stuff?
bring it on.
Okay. So the first question Dennis has: good or bad, or just Mother Nature? A volcano erupts near um, Iceland's capital.
Iceland's capital. Okay, interesting. Yeah. I really felt that there would be a lot of volcanoes that we weren't expecting, but there's already been so many. Oh, okay. No, this is nature. So we've got our Three of Cups, which is celebration. So this is nature, Queen of Cups, contemplating the emotional aspect of life. So this is a really wise. It's Earth. I'm feeling it's like it's Gaia. So yeah, and okay. And of course, it's going to cause some stress and worry because we've got our beautiful Nine of Swords. So people are going, oh my God, is this going to happen everywhere? It's not. Look at the energy we were just talking about that Jasper showed us coming onto the earth, going through the grid lines. It's going to be activating our beautiful Earth's grid lines. And so there's going to be some releasing of energy. So I feel it's nature. So with
Okay. Well,
those
that's
cards,
great.
yeah, and don't stress. I've always known, no matter where I am in the world, no matter what I'm doing, I always know I'll be looked after and I'll be exactly where I'm meant to be. So, it's not going into the fear around it either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. I'm glad that was a good answer. Okay. Was Indiana's GOP Congresswoman Jackie that was she was in a car crash, and when I
Wow.
read it I was like, kind of convenient. But then again, there's so many accidents happening.
True.
So it's possible. So let's see, was this an actual real accident or something
Yeah,
else?
let's have a look. Was she did she do something that she wasn't meant to do? Was that
She
part
was
of it?
actually I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
because she was GOP. That means she was a Republican, but she could have been one of the bad Republicans.
Okay, well, it's really interesting because the cards that have come up, it's the Knight of Wands. So who's someone that's he can be bringing a message, but then we've got the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration going on, and then the
Mm.
Hierophant, which is authority. So I feel that it was sort of it did happen. It did happen. And I feel it was because that Hierophant I'm not feeling is a human being. I feel it was something that was higher within herself. And I'm just going to get another card to
Mm.
check that. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel it was just her time to go. It sounds crazy, but that's just what I'm getting with the cards, because that
Yeah.
Queen of Wands to me is someone that's the quadrant, and they're making the decisions, and it's around that spiritual aspect.
Oh,
So
okay. So it was just her time to go.
it
Okay.
was her time to go, and
Mhm.
and soul a death. Look at that, death card just came up. So even if it was her soul agreement that she go, then even if it was an accident, it was still right. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, like a life contract.
Your life contract, soul
Yeah.
contract. Yeah, yeah. So that's what
Okay.
I'm getting with that.
Okay, very good. All right, Dennis, now it's my turn for one of my questions. So, I've been seeing, videos of missiles, being fired saying, it's the red flag country against where Miss P went to visit. So, is that really true? Is that actually really happening that the red flag country is sending missiles over to that country that start with the letter T?
Let's have a look and see. One wants to come out as well. I don't think so, because we've got our King of Swords, and he's someone that's really wise, that brings through messages and thoughts and words and can create from that place. Then we've got the World. So I don't think so. I think this is just showing the world something to make them worry, because look, we've got our Knight of Swords card again, which is the worry card, and it's something we don't need to be worried about. So I'm not feeling justice. So I don't feel that this is actually uh, they're telling us a story again. Okay, and you can have images of anything, right,
Right,
these
and that's
days.
why it's like I don't now I see videos and I'm like, "Well, I don't know if that's true. I
Not
don't know
gonna,
if it's
yeah,
from 1920, 1980. I don't know, like anymore, I don't believe it." And that's why it's like every time I see something, I'm like, "Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna ask about this because I don't trust anything anymore.
No,
Videos, pictures, nothing."
because they can do anything with them, and as soon as it comes out, people believe it because they're seeing it with their eyes. They think they're seeing it. So
Mhm.
yeah, no, I don't believe they're live missiles going
Yep.
over. Nope.
Yep.
So
Okay. So
again, you guys
then
always use your own intuition with things, but this is what I pick up with the cards. So yeah. So
and
yeah.
so then the sirens that were being heard in China, were those also on purpose to create fear as well?
So look. Mm. It's looking like it, because straight away we've got our Empress card. She's a creator. Okay, so yeah, Five of Cups. So this is grief. This is like looking at something and going, oh no, look at what's going on. Whereas in reality, there's still two full cups behind him, and it's just creating a change. And then we've got this one wanted to come, the Chariot. So it's just everything's just moving forward. But there's also I feel with the Chariot card, you can have resolution as well. There can be strategies in place that are moving ahead to create more balance. So I feel it's all, again, I really feel this is just a fear-mongering thing to create, yeah,
Mm,
what it is they want to create.
okay.
They want a good story.
Yes, for sure. For sure. So if it's not really happening, then Well, let me ask you this before I ask this question from Dennis. Is it true that this is the reason why the exchange hasn't happened yet?
Okay, let's have a
Something
look
was
and
supposed
see.
to happen this week,
Yeah,
and I know that the bondholders, Yellow Dragons, German bonds, and Zimbabwe bonds, were going to get paid this week, and it was literally a sure thing. And I got word that that has been put to the side, and I want to know if that's really true, if it has been actually sidelined
because of that reason.
because of that reason, or is there
Oh,
really another
no,
reason?
there's something else going on because we've got we've got our high priestess card. There's a mystery. There's something that's eating balance, and then we've got our magician card. So this is definitely there. It's like a mystery. They're bringing through something to hide something, and then we've got our Eight of Swords. So something's been held up. There's a reason why, and it's almost okay. So what I'm seeing intuitively is there's definitely something behind the scenes that's been held up, and they're using that as a cover because they want to get that sorted out. So I'm just going to pull one more on this as well and just see where it's Knight of Swords. This is our military card. So something's going to come in, something's going to change a situation to actually help bring it into balance. All right. So that will happen. When, who knows? But that's going to happen. When that Knight of Swords comes up, there's definitely something that's going to be done to shift a situation.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's because it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why does the thing in China have anything to do with people not getting paid? Like, it didn't make sense to me.
There's something else going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I knew it. It just didn't make sense. It
No,
just did not make
that's
sense.
a great cover story for them.
Yeah. But it doesn't, but people like me, logical people, are going to be like, bullshit.
I smell something smelly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Okay. So I feel like I should continue that line, but so is this going to affect the QFS coming out in was supposed to be September, coming out in September.
Yeah. I always saw. I thought I sort of between September and November was when I thought there would be
So
some
that let's say
major
September
changes.
to November, will that affect that?
Okay, so there's the worry card again. This card, I tell you, it's coming up today, isn't it? Because it is going to obviously this is going to cause a lot of stress for people. However, our Knight of Wands has come through, so I feel that there will be some changes so that it's maybe not as bad as as what everyone is thinking. And then the Two of Cups, so there will be some sort of coming together and a creating of a relationship of some sort that's going to actually help it to come into place. So I don't feel that there will be a delay. Look at that full card, something new beginning. So no, there will be. I feel it will be later in the year than September maybe, but there's definitely a new beginning coming through to us. Okay, so
Okay,
don't
so can we
stress.
ask if that will be before the end of the year?
Okay, let's just see if that will come through. If we'll get notification of some sort, so we know it's going on. Like I
Will
said
the
to you, I don't think they're going to make it extremely public. I think there's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this one.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I've always
will
felt
it
that.
be rolled out by the end of the year?
Okay, will it be available to us by the
Oh
end of
my
the year?
god,
Will it
here we
be
go again.
okay? Let's have a little look. Yep. I'm feeling there. Yeah, look at this. So we've got our Two of Wands, which is balance and looking out over the world. So, and then we've got our beautiful King of Wands, who's a really strong, honest creator. So, and then the Six of Cups. So I feel it will come maybe in a form, like I said, that we don't expect. And it may just be quieter because this is where there's a lot going on in the background in the village. And what he's offering the little girl with the cup is maybe not quite what she wanted, because here she's actually looking down to look for other cups. So, but it's there. There's something being offered. I don't think it's going to be all of it at that stage, but there will be something. Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Mm.
So yes, we are gonna be talking about our current president and the diagnosis he got, but I already had this question up. So let's go with this one right now. Why are drug runners bringing in uranium? Will
Okay.
there be a dirty bomb?
Oh, haven't they always been bringing in uranium? Like I thought this was always going on behind the scenes, you know?
Possibly. It could be just a scare tactic
Yeah.
for people to make people think that
Ah,
we're
of course, because what are people going to do? They're going to put the dots together and come up with, oh, if that's going on there, oh, and there's
yep,
uranium going on there, oh, there must be going to be a BOMB.
yep, yep.
So that's, yeah, oh, that one wants to come out. Interesting, because we've got our Five of Swords. So there's a fight going on, there's chaos going on. All words, swords are all about words and thoughts. But there's change happening because, again, we've got our beautiful King of Wands come up. So something's going to shift this. So I honestly do not even feel that there is a issue with this stuff, if that makes sense. I feel
Mhm,
that it's
mhm.
because the Hanged Man now has just come up. So I just surrender and go, I really trust that we're looked after, that if this happens, I mean, they won't let it happen because it will affect the whole universe.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not going to happen.
Exactly.
That's my feeling, and that's what the
Yep.
cards are telling
Right.
me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Emperor. We've got
Yep.
someone that's looking after this,
Yep.
guys. So yeah, but great question, Dennis. And I think it's really good to talk about this stuff. So
Yeah.
people then can just stay in that, oh,
Yep.
it's actually all good. It's going to be okay.
Absolutely, absolutely, and
Mm,
we don't want to be in fear. Again, we
no.
don't want to be in fear. It's so important that we stay in that space of trust. And if you notice that watching the news, and I mean the truther news, I'm assuming all of you know not to watch the real news. So if you're still kind of watching the truther news, then make sure that you're paying attention as you read an article. How am I feeling? And if you start feeling yucky, time to turn it off and really walk outside or do something that brings you joy. So
Absolutely.
just make sure you're paying attention when you're looking at the stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, so the next question was the question about this one here. So
Yep.
why is this coming? Like supposedly he got it
I
again
love
one
it.
day after he didn't have it. So
Mm.
this
And
is
was that after his
ridiculous.
fourth?
Yeah,
I
it's
just love this
ridiculous at
stuff.
this point.
It's so fun.
So my question was,
Yeah.
is the White House getting ready to retire him,
You
or
bet
is
your
he
bottom
really
dollar,
sick?
baby. Yeah, definitely. So full card again. This is always new beginnings. Something new is going to come through. Jumping off a cliff, the unknown, and then we've got our Four of Swords. So it's still being hidden from us. Okay, it's still a mystery for us, but it's okay. But I believe it's a signal because how many times have we seen that happen with different people of influence? So let me just pull one more and say, oh, that one's hot. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. It's setting up a foundation. It's signaling. It's saying, okay, we've got this done, this has happened, we've put this out there. So I feel it's actually setting up a signal that it's nearly go time.
Yeah,
It's nearly
yeah.
bye-bye. Oh my God, when I said that, the clock came up. It's nearly tower time, kids. So yeah, I feel there's going to be something that goes down that changes stuff up. So
Okay, so it is
yeah,
to retire him.
it's tower
Yep.
moment. You the fool and the tower together. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Let's see. So Andromedan thinks there's glitches in the matrix. Why did they put an overlay in the Okay, first we need to ask if there was an overlay put on the matrix
Yeah, true. Yeah, great question. Because
before we
we've all heard of that
why.
one. You're right, Andromedan. We've heard that yes, there was something that was put in place that we couldn't escape from, and all of that sort of stuff. So let's just say, did they put? And by
And who's
they, we
they,
know who
right?
we're
Did
talking about.
someone?
Yeah, did someone put an overlay on the matrix? Interesting. Okay. Wow, you're not going to believe this. I feel there may have been in the past. Oh my God, yes. Okay, Tower card just came up. So something was done to create devastation, changed, and everything. But then the Fool card came up, so it's been taken care of. This is what I'm feeling: is that this new way, all this energy coming onto the earth, that high frequency. When this was done, it now can't be held on earth because the frequency is so much higher. Okay, and then we've got our Ace of Swords, which to me is really confirming that that's the case. So
Okay.
yeah, and it would have been for control. That's why that. Why does anyone do anything that is power and control? So
Power and
that's why
control.
power and control. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wonder how Andromeda knew that. Let us know how you know that to even ask that. So I'm not sure if this is something maybe um, that Jazzy can show you.
Okay, so
So
what does the real world look like? Okay, so
is it
is it
in chaos
okay?
with machines? I mean, that almost sounds like the movie The Matrix, and I don't feel like that's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
No, what was the other movie where all the machines took over? It was Terminator. Remember that one where all the machines took over?
Oh, the AI, yeah.
Is that what Andromedan's asking? You're like, is there? Yeah, Matrix and Terminator similar.
Yeah.
So okay, let's just tune into
So,
Jazzy. Jazzy, can
yeah.
you just
What
show
does
us?
the real world look
Now,
like?
we have to sort of define the real world. Is this the
Yeah.
world? Like, are you saying the world where you think people are like asleep, like in the Matrix, and then you wake up to this real world? So I'm just going to tune, and he's going straight away. No, straight away he was just channeling through. No, okay. He said there are worlds that are like that. Okay, but he said not this earth, not this world. He said there's AI. He's showing me there is AI that can connect in, and but as our frequency gets higher, it's not going to be able to hold. So
So that's always the key, right? Is to raise
yeah,
our vibration as high as possible.
yeah, definitely, definitely, and just clear your etheric field. Just cut all that stuff off anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so what he's showing me is as the frequency rises and as our vibration rises and as our consciousness expands, he's saying that it won't touch us. It's like it just won't be able to touch us. So yeah, yeah. So this is an ascension, beautiful ascension process. We've probably all been masters already. We've already ascended, but we've chosen to come and experience this through this timeline, through this
Yeah.
specific timeline. So no, it's not our real world. No, it's not chaos with machines here. Good
Okay.
question.
Yes. Interesting question. Okay. The next question I had was that um the agency in the United States that starts with a C and ends with a C and has a D in the middle
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
declared that the monkey thingy
Yep.
um is um declared that it's an emergency now, right? A world emergency, or at least for the US.
Right.
So is this is this the good guys or the bad guys, first of all, doing
Okay.
this?
Putting out this message. Okay,
Yeah.
let's have a look and see. All right. Yeah, because when when you know what it really is, it's like, really, guys? But a lot of people don't know. Okay, we've got this 10 of Pentacles here, which can actually indicate, yes, it's abundance, but also an abundance of people. So I think there's a lot of people that still don't know what it actually is from.
Hmm.
So let's just see. Yeah, I'm feeling it's the good guys. Oh my God. And as I said that, the Ace of Pentacles came up because they're doing everything they can
To wake people
to
up.
to help make them ask questions, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, look at this, 5 of Wands. So it's creating that chaos, but it's a spiritual chaos. So this is something and it's going to help change things. So even if it's waking up another 1%, that's huge. Even if it's, yeah, look at this, 6 of Pentacles. So it's people are being offered the opportunity to actually ask questions and
Mhm.
to go into things a bit deeper. Because I know people that were very, very positive about getting this, and then when it came out that you had to have 3 or 4, they were like, I'm done. So sometimes it just takes that next step for people to actually ask questions. So as pens came up, what happened? Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Wonderful.
Mm.
So what does that mean for the world? Like what will be the outcome of this? Will it work? Will it wake people up? What's going to be the outcome of this declaration?
Yeah. I know, I love that. I love that. And this is the thing, isn't it? Because it's also twisted and it's also like, double, triple jeopardy type situations. And it's just like, well, when will that come out? Well, there's a plan in place because our King of Pentacles is actually in play now. And if I tune into that, the blue is so standing out. So what they're doing now, that hasn't stood out to me like this in ages. So when I see a blue foot that's grounded like that into the earth, it's telling me that they're using their voice to actually bringing people back to earth. So they're still going to keep going with this for a bit longer, is what I'm going to get. I know, and you just laugh. However, it's going to help to bring about this, which is judgment. Because we know what really it's from. When that truth does come out, and it will, there's going to be a lot of people, because our Five of Pentacles has come up, that have actually, gone through the gamut with it all, and they're not going to be happy. So there's this change will then happen. But it's all about timing. So, I feel it's just going to, they'll play it out as they need to, but it's going to be fine, because that Sun card just wanted to come out. So that just jumped, I split it, and literally there it was. So it is all going to come out. The truth's going to come out. We're going to be, finally, yay, or whatever. But don't let it bother you. I mean, just, if you can, just ignore it all. That's what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
exactly.
That's what you're
Exactly.
doing.
I'm
I know that's
actually
probably what everyone on
laughing.
here is doing.
I'm actually laughing when I see
Oh,
this
me
stuff. It's
too.
like, "Oh my god,
Let me
this is
just pick up
just
my
getting
card that
so
dropped.
freaking
Judgment.
hilarious."
Yeah, I agree. And you sit there going, this is just unbelievable, but there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
just man, you just hope if you ignore it enough, it just goes away.
Right, exactly. Yeah, crazy.
Oh.
Um, okay, I thought I saw a good question here, and I can't find it now. Okay, I'm gonna take this one.
Okay. Oh, world financial system. Yeah. Okay, Serena. Let's have a little look. So what we'll do first is we'll check on the precious metals and
Yeah.
just see what's going on there. It's all part of this layout that's happening. So they're all combined. It's all affected. One's affected by the other.
Yeah.
So strength. Wow. So it looks like it is gonna go stronger. It's gonna go up in value, is what that card's telling me. Judgment again. So once all this, like I just said, once all of this this chaos and everything sort of starts to come into truth, that's when I think things are going to really expand. And the Knight of Cups. So this is someone that's bringing this an offering that's very trustworthy. So emotionally, just stay stable, because it's going to happen, and it will happen. And what else have we got? And we'll be able to walk away from all of the stuff, all of the times it's been held down, all of the manipulation. We'll be able to walk away from that and create something new. So just that's what I'm getting. So again, it's just knowing and just letting it be what it is. Temperance. Now, this is our patience card.
Patience, yeah.
So how perfect
Patience.
is that?
Patience.
And it also does depict, though, moving into a new place of being. So to have patience.
And I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to teach us as well,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just when does it end?
When does it end?
I feel
So
like I've learned patience. I feel like I've learned all I needed to learn about patience, and yeah. So,
it's just more and more staying in the moment and really just being in touch with your own emotions and your
mhm.
own world. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Andromedan has a question about John Titor. I don't know who
Now,
that
who was
is.
he again? Was he the one that did the
Titor,
Star Trek
Titor,
stuff and all of
John
that?
Titor.
Can you,
I don't know.
Andromedan, can you just give me a little bit more to go on with that, who John Titor is? I wonder if he's the one that brought back and they did the Star Trek series off his travels. So, yeah, I mean, we can just check with the cards anyway. It's just always nice to know what concept, where we're coming from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look. Wow. So the Nine of Pentacles has come up. Now, to me, this is someone that's actually very unique. They've actually created something that they really wanted, and it's usually in abundance. So, yeah, that's that one wants to come up. The High Priestess. Gee, lots of strong feminine energy here, which is interesting. Again, mystery card, but balance. So there was definitely some mystery about this man. So let's just have a little look. Page of Pentacles. I feel he may have done, because this is something new that's coming through, a new reality, a new way of creating reality. So I'm going to, with these cards here, I'm going to say yes. And then our Wheel of Fortune card comes up, and this is actually when something has changed. I mean, you can look at it, you can see it's actually movement shifting from one place to another. So there could be some truth in that, Andromedan. Yep. Let's go with that one. Oh, he's
Yeah.
just written something. Yeah, he's a time traveler from the future. Yeah. Well, there's something going on there that's not what we would consider normal. There's definitely something going on.
Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay, I think, Lady Hawk, that we need a little bit more of a finite. What is the thing? This mess. We need to define mess, right? Because I
Yeah,
don't think the cards are gonna be able
yeah,
to know what mess is, right?
yeah. Because I
So,
feel that some things will be revealed before others. Like us, there might be some countries that still go through a lot of chaos, that go through a lot of hard times with, fuel and maybe some food in some countries because they can't get the food because they've got no fuel. There's going to be things that impact other things that do create
yeah,
a mess and all of that. So, look, I actually feel it could be quite a few years until, if you don't want any mess at all, till things have really come into play where people are growing more of their own food, where there's communities set up, where councils are supporting that rather than trying to stop that. So I feel it's going to be, it's an in progress thing. I know what you're
yes,
asking, and the only thing I can keep saying is that, yeah, it's been a long journey. There's going to be a bit more of this to go. Keep staying in your own space. Just create within your own space. Look at that Magician card just came up. Create for yourself. Bring heaven to earth here in your space, because you can live in a different reality. Four
yes.
of Cups. When you're offered something, or if something comes to you, accept it with gratitude and don't think, well, that's not what I normally would have because there's none of that left or whatever. Just go, that's amazing. Thank you.
What new amazing thing am I gonna find this time
Yeah.
that I wouldn't have found
Yeah.
if I didn't go through this?
And just remember, our souls have done this trip quite a few times and they're probably a bit bored. So this is really quite new to a lot of souls. So it's how we're going to respond to it. And we've got our Ten of Swords, so there will be a change and an ending, because that's what the Ten of Swords represents. Okay.
So yeah, so
Timing.
Lady Hawk was saying the chaos energy is when she means like when all of this will be
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I feel still, though, it's up to us to make ourselves feel at peace, even with that chaos energy going on out there. And that's why the Four of Wands has come up, because it's creating our own beautiful castle, creating our own space. And see how they're almost protecting that castle when you look
Mhm.
at them? And the Four is, again, a foundation. So create your own foundation of peace. In my lifetime, there's always been a war going on in some country. You can't let it affect you. You just send love and light, and you build your own place, your
Mhm.
own castle.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I can check with my kinesiology to see, but honestly, I don't feel that if you're in a place of peace, it's not going to really matter anyway.
It's not, doesn't matter.
So yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I look, maybe by October there will be quite a lot that's come out. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But
The
don't
what?
wait for that. By October, I
Oh.
feel there would have been a lot that's been revealed.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
don't wait. Don't sit there waiting for something. Think of that temperance card and the patience and creating your own new space to be in.
Yeah.
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 Just
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, very good. So it was said that Prince Charles' charity accepted donation from Osama bin Laden's family. I found that really weird. No, like news. So is this the White House trying to bring him down in the eyes of the world? Is this how they're going to take him out?
okay. Let's have a look and see what's going on with that one. I know the cray cray stuff, but look, who knows? There could have been a link too. So yeah, so Seven of Cups. So they're creating a little bit of chaos around a situation. Definitely. And let me just see, which is what my feeling is. It's like questioning people. Temperance has come up again. So we will find out more about this in time, I would say.
Mm.
Yeah, so let's have a look. And the magician, they're definitely creating a scenario where people stop and ask questions. Well, why would Prince Charles be related to or have anything to do with them? Like, and of course, remember that what happened, why they were blamed initially is not right anyway. They were
Mhm.
friends with them all and got let out of the country, didn't they? So look, there's so much going on that is actually a mystery. Magician, you know how magician illusion.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
illusion.
It is. It is. So it do you feel it's a way to bring him down in the eyes of the world
Yeah,
for people
definitely.
to start questioning and people to start, yeah. Okay.
Definitely the emperor, the one that's strong, that is truthful, definitely is doing something
Okay.
um, to start planting seeds. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay, very good. Okay. I don't see any questions. Oh yeah. Okay, Andromedan has a question. Um I think I don't know if we've discussed this already in the one that we talked about Jesus.
mm. Okay, so if we look at the words Christ and Jesus, Christ is Christos. Okay, so this is the body of or the energy that comes through to me, and Jesus or Yeshua, as he was known. So the two, it was the energy to me that was that beautiful fifth dimensional being of Yeshua. You know, so that's where the Christos, the Christ Jesus
Okay.
came into play. That's my understanding. I don't know what you think on that one. Is there anything you need to look at
No,
that? The
no,
lovers.
yeah, no, you described it correctly, in my
So
opinion. And not
yeah,
that I'm right or you're right, but
no.
I resonate with what you said.
Okay, great. So the lovers card has come up. So this is actually a merging of inner. So that's the Christ consciousness and Yeshua. And of course there are ascended aspects of Yeshua. So,
Mhm.
this Lord Sananda and all of that. We all have higher consciousnesses or more expanded consciousnesses
Yeah.
that we're still connected to. And that's why that lovers card came up. But really nice question. Thanks, Andromeda.
Okay, very good. That's funny. Dennis keeps asking if Jasper has a girlfriend. I've seen him ask that
Oh,
before.
actually, it's really interesting. I don't know if you ever remember, my friend left her beautiful wand. It was called Merlin, but that beautiful wand at my place I showed you, it was massive and it had this most incredible crystals on it. And Jasper and Merlin actually get on really well when we do big grittings or beautiful meditation nights around the fire. They both are there. So it's not a girlfriend per se. Remember, he's androgynous, but he
Right.
really connects into that amazing crystal. Jazzy, have you got a girlfriend I haven't heard about? Oh, it's going, everyone loves me. Oh,
Oh,
it's
I
funny.
love it.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I had another question here, and will there be November elections in the United States?
Let's have a little look see. I mean, you just want to laugh, don't you?
All a
If there
show.
is, guys, I'd be running for the hills. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's have a little look and just see what the card's going to tell us. Yeah. So I'm going to ask, will there be official elections in the US, midterms,
For
November,
president.
for president?
Well, is
Yeah,
it for president?
no, it's for all of the what do you call it? I think the midterms are all for the like is it
The
for the
midterm
different.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so
Oh,
because we've
that's a
got that.
big
Yeah,
fat no.
and then the Chariot. So something would have moved on by then, and a solution brought into place.
Mm.
Death.
Oh.
Transformation. So this is really awesome. I don't think so. If there is, I promise you I'll eat a card. Because those cards are telling me, yeah, nah. It
Yeah,
ain't
no.
gonna happen. Yeah, nah.
No, no, no. No, not gonna happen.
So yeah.
Oh, somebody's in the
Oh,
Okay, sorry about that,
you're beautiful pussycat saying hello.
baby. Um, okay. Um, we
Cat tail suits you.
so we are I don't see any other questions.
Okay.
So what I was thinking was today we could do a general reading for uh and I was thinking of doing this for every time we do a current events,
Mhm.
like at the end we can pick um a a a person who's here live and and give them a general reading.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So
Mm,
okay, so everybody who would want to have a
mm.
reading, put the number 8 on here and I'll pick someone because I don't want to read someone that doesn't want to be read,
No,
right? Because
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
because
I'll
it's
I'll be very wise about it. I'll keep it very general and just
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So everybody put the number 8. Okay. All right. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Andromedan.
Yep.
So that way, going forward, other people have chances. So, okay. So
That's
let's
so
go
funny.
ahead. Andromedan wants a general
Just a
reading.
general reading. Okay, so Andromeda, it was really interesting because I was already tuning in. As Elisa, I was just trusting that I'd be guided to pull some cards for the person that was going to be read for. And it was really beautiful because what came up for you first is our Page of Pentacles. You've got Pentacle cards. The whole 3 first cards I pulled for you were Pentacle cards. So I'm not sure if something new is going on for you in your life or if you're looking at creating something new. It's almost like you've been contemplating this and you're going, yeah, I think I'd really like to do it. So whatever it is, this to me is it's going to work because the 10 of Pentacles came up after that card. So to me, when the 10 of Pentacles comes up, it's really promising. It's very abundant. Let me just tune into it. I'll read the card. It's almost like you just need to talk to a few people or get some people to help you, to back you almost, even with this. Have a little bit of faith as well. It's really telling me that just have some faith. Know that you have got some wisdom in this area, whatever it is you're looking at. It might be something really simple, but it's going to work out for you. And then the King of Pentacles came through. So, I mean, this is a master creator. So I'm going to tune into this card for you. Oh, again, that blue foot is standing out. Now, this doesn't happen very often. So what I'm getting is you need to speak what you want and you need to then ground it in by getting maybe a bit of support from someone to help you. Again, there's that contemplation. So I would say go for it because the last card that came out for you was the World. So this is a really positive card. And this almost to me is saying, oh, the world is your oyster. The world is your lobster, I always say. And
Mhm.
trust yourself. So I feel you've had this idea for a while and you've been questioning whether to do it or not, but it's definitely going to be good. Just make sure you're in a very balanced state. So you're grounded, you're balanced. And yeah, I feel you're going to do really, really well with whatever it is that you've been thinking about. So, so I don't know if that helped at all, or if if you are thinking of doing something, or you've just started something new, yeah, let us know, because those
Yeah,
cards that came out,
definitely. Let
pretty
us know.
amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And, as far as asking about Ishmael Paris and all that, there's other people that have read them, and that's not something we do here.
no,
We don't read people that haven't been asked to be read. We don't,
yeah.
the way you put it was really good, Marie, one time. I can't
Yeah,
remember how
no,
you put
thanks,
it, but
Elisa. I prefer to let people be who they are and do the job they're meant to do, without the judgment on it. And yeah, so I just prefer I don't like to get involved with that energetically. It's like webbing, so I prefer just to not. So yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
so
yeah, and we also don't want to involve ourselves into drama.
no,
I know
no,
people have tried to get me to involve myself because it involves somebody I know, but I am not going there.
no.
So,
And it's interesting because
um,
I just pulled the 7 of cups, and this can be the chaos card. So
mhm,
exactly, it's like, and what right have I got to be judging someone? Maybe what they're doing is absolutely perfect.
for their
So
contract,
for their
right?
contract,
Yeah,
like, who am
absolutely.
I to judge that? I mean, we can have fun with the stuff, but I think when it comes to
A
personal
certain
people,
person, yeah, a certain
yeah,
person.
I just prefer not to get these webs sort of spread out there energetically. Yeah.
So what does
So
so that's interesting. Tell me more about that, Marie.
that webbing.
Well, let's say if you
Mhm.
do a reading on him,
Yeah.
what happened, like, energetically, what does that look like?
Well, for me, it's almost like you're tapping into that energy anyway. So there is that little bit of webbing that can happen, especially if there's then a judgment, a personal judgment made on someone, like, that's doing whoever's doing whatever they're doing. So it comes from our solar plexus. You know how when I do the energy, I run the white light with you in meditation, and I get to have cords cleared, hooks cleared, or anything that's connecting us to others that we're losing energy to. So it usually comes from that solar plexus area. So when we're doing that sort of thing with intention to judge someone, it's actually, to me, I'm then going to create a cord and some webbing, energetic webbing, that will hook into their energy fields. And I don't want that.
Mm,
So,
mhm,
I think it's different when we're talking about things, like I said to you, people that are actually deliberately, in places of power, and
mhm.
it's already out in the news, and we're just asking questions around
About the
those
news,
scenarios.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or yeah. So
yeah,
I don't know, that's just where I come from.
yeah,
So I do clear my etheric field a lot, just in case there's any little hooks or cords that have jumped, accidentally or whatever, got going. Because
yeah.
you lose energy to it. So
Ah,
yeah. So that's
okay.
why the white lighting is so important.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, very good. Um, okay, I really don't have anything else. I wrote everything down. There is one question that I saw that was
Mm.
weird. There was this girl, um let's see, Brittany Griner, US basketball star, jailed for 9 years on drug charges
Wow.
in Russia.
Mm. Oh,
And I'm
wow.
thinking, like, that's kind of weird. So again, my question
Mm.
is there a point to this news, like, or
Mm.
it's just something that I don't
Is she
know.
being used as a
Yeah,
as
something.
a, what's the word? When you use people as a scapegoat, or as a, thing that, um, I can't think of the word. I will think of the word.
Yeah, bait? Bait?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
bait, maybe?
Yeah. Okay, then this is really interesting, because I feel that the 7 of Pentacles is there. So I feel something was set up, because that's planting seeds
Mm.
and getting something organized. Okay, but then the Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone that's bringing a message, or creating a reality, but they're usually trustworthy. So, maybe something did go down, but they're making it public because it's like, because when you, the Six of Cups is offering something. So it's almost like, well, if the US is going to do this, then we're going to maybe make something public that we have we have power over US citizens, you know? So is
Mhm.
it a, no, I feel there was something that went on and they've just made it public, which they may not normally do. So because
So
the
because
Page of
Dennis
Cups
is
is
saying
offering
maybe a
something.
pawn being used
Yeah,
as a
that's,
pawn?
thank you. That's the word.
Okay.
There's another word as well, not scapegoat, but yeah, pawn is probably closer to it.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. That's what
Okay.
the cards, yeah. So there was something that happened, but then they've taken it and used it to their advantage. So
Mm.
yeah, so lots of pentacles in there again. So
Interesting.
yeah, I know.
Interesting.
So
Hmm.
but I guess it's like, because like places like Thailand and even Indonesia, they have incredibly strict drug rules, and Australians have been killed for being caught with drug mules. But you don't hear about it. You know what I'm saying? There's hundreds and hundreds of people from all over the world that are still in those prisons. You never hear about it. So isn't it interesting that this has come out publicly?
Exactly. And
Mm,
that's why I was like,
yeah.
okay, what's up with this? Like, this was like out of the blue and not something that we see often. So I, of course, was like, hmm.
Oh, she's a he and did not stand for the national anthem. Now wants help. Okay. So yeah, I think she is the person is being used as Dennis said, as like a pawn. It's like, yeah, we've got power here. We can do what we
Yeah.
wanted. Oh, look, that's come up again. That's I just pulled it, and that same very first card has come up. So that's yeah, definitely been planted. Something's been planted, um, so they can use it.
Interesting. Well,
It is
Kathy's
really
wondering
interesting.
if she was really over there.
Yeah, let's
Did
have a
she
look.
really even go to Russia?
Yeah, because I mean, all I need is a story, as
Yeah,
usual.
that's true.
Good
Is she
question.
yeah,
Okay,
that's very
what's
true.
yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's just see. Let's tune in and see. Wow. Okay. I feel it was. I'm getting Six of Pentacles is an offering, so it's something that's being offered. Then we've got our Five of Cups. So, and then a strategy or something lost. So I feel she may have gone there. Like it's saying, I feel that she actually did go there with those cards. Queen of Wands. So that's always for me saying that there's some truth in the story, but it's been manipulated.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh God, you think back to all the different sort of stories that have come out, just even in the US with that January 6th and things like that, and it's just like, what do you believe?
Yeah.
So, the Tower. It's to create chaos. It's to create, yeah. However, remember, there's always a reason for it behind the scenes.
Right.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Seriously, it's gotten to the point now where I know things are happening, but it's getting to the
it's enough.
point where even the truther news, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm getting over it. Like, it really getting over it.
Boring.
It's
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 dull.
all the same. It's all the same.
Yeah,
I'm getting to the point now where whatever's gonna happen, just freaking whatever. I don't care.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna live my life and just really start creating again, as I said before, I'm gonna concentrate on the what I want to live in and not what's happening out there, basically.
And I think this is the great awakening for us, is to
Yeah.
learn to do that. And like I said, in my lifetime, I know there's been starving, kids and fat people and horrible things going on from governments and wars. And you have to choose what you can do and what you can't do. And for me, the great awakening is that we all have to go inside
Yeah,
and
that's it.
find that connection to our beautiful divine creator, our higher self,
Yeah.
and explore it. You
Yeah.
know, it's exactly right.
Yeah. So, it's
Yeah,
time to just let it go. Let it be.
yeah, I think so. Let it
I'm
unfold as it
tired of
needs
it.
to unfold. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and come into yourselves. This is what that beautiful Two of Cups is. Create that relationship within yourself, and then that will overflow into other relationships. So,
Yep.
and that's emotional. So just look after yourselves. Yeah,
Yep.
beautiful.
Absolutely. And as Kathy's saying is there is no out. There is no out there. It's a reflection. It's all inside.
Yes,
So go within
so
and just
true.
have a party with yourself and forget what's happening out there, really.
I think so
It's
too. And like, yeah, you know, even if you're feeling flat, try and do stuff that makes you have fun, like me playing with the boys. I mean, honestly, we were laughing so hard. I woke up this morning with a sore arm because we were playing tennis so hard on the Wii. And even though I was feeling flat, I still managed to find joy through that. And then I
yeah.
did some work on myself afterwards. So
Yeah.
don't give up the good fun stuff
Yeah.
because you're not feeling right. So I'm going to pull us all an animal magic card. I think that would be a
Yes,
really
that would
nice
be
way to
great way
finish.
to finish.
Wow, it's the dragon. The
Ooh.
dragon is divine will. So it's our inner aspect of us. This is the most powerful aspect within us, our protector. It's literally our creator. So if you're feeling weird, flat, off, whatever, ask for your beautiful dragon to come up. And I often will get people to do this at the end of a session or whatever. I'll get them to connect into their own dragon. Okay, so connect into your dragon and ask for guidance and protection. Beautiful card to come up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect. Well, thank you everybody for
mm,
joining us and being here. We love you.
yeah,
And Maree, you have a wonderful weekend. Everybody else have a wonderful weekend.
yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, Jassy. We love you.
Yay, Jazzy loves you all too.
All right.
All right, see
Bye-bye,
you guys.
everybody.